All right, thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're gonna start in just one moment. Today is May 13th, 2020. All right, all right. We'll go ahead and get this thing started.
Okay.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for taking the time out. My name is Noel Booker, and we're going to talk about how to get $250,000 in business credit for your EIN, does not link to your social security number, and easily how to get access to funding. Okay. Company is Business Credit Builder, and what we do is we help small businesses build up their business credit and get access to funding. Okay. I'm going to start sharing my screen now so you can follow along. And you can take as many notes as you like. And there'll be intervals where you can ask questions. Okay, hey Nia, how you doing? We're getting ready to get started here. Right now, you should be able to see my screen. And bam, okay. So once again, my company is businesscreditbuilder.us. And this is my webinar on how to get $250,000 in business credit for your EIN that's not linked to your social security number and easily get business loans and credit lines. Here is my my contact information, my telephone number, my email, and the buttons at the bottom are for the free consultation. The free business credit consultation is for if you want to take time out to sit down with me on telephone or on Zoom and we talk about your business, about whatever it is that you want to talk about. You can also get a free guide on how to get business credit by going to the website below, businesscreditbuilder.us/free guide. And I'm gonna give you a few websites, and they're all gonna have businesscreditbuilder.us, and it'll be /free guide or whatever the word is. And you can also get approved for funding. You can find out if you qualify today for funding by going to builder.us/get funding. Okay. Okay, so more about myself is that my name is Noel Booker. I was born and raised in New York. I came to Atlanta, Georgia to go to Morehouse College, and I stayed ever since. I studied accounting, and my first job coming out of Morehouse was at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel Company. I worked at the corporate office, and after a few years, they laid me off there. And after a few more, I got another job, and then after a few years there, I got laid off there too. But I've always been entrepreneurial. And so I started a company called MediaNet USA, and I provide bookkeeping services and accounting services for small business, okay? I also provide web hosting services for small business, make up the website and all that stuff. And now I talk about business credit. And how I got to talk about business credit is I have a client named Jay, right? So Jay has a freight company, and I was doing accounting for Jay at his freight company. And he also had me do websites for his companies and his clients. So I noticed that every time I did a website, $250,000 hit the bank. I knew that because I'm doing the books. So one day I said, hey, Jay, I need to make some money. Can you find something for me to do? He said, do this. Find a company, and we're going to do a deal on this company, with this company, to get some money, and I can make some money off the deal. All right? So I said, okay, bet. So I had my buddy named Philly Phil. He was sitting on a company, and he wasn't doing anything with that company. So I told him what I was seeing. He said, all right, let's try it out. So Jay told me to set up the website, make sure the website had the business name and address and all that stuff on the website, just like we did the other companies. Then 6 months later, we walked into Chrysler with $250,000 credit limit. And we walked out of there with 4 brand new vans, right? That we run on Amazon now. So I know business credit works, all right? I know it works. And we did that without a personal guarantee, okay? So I know it works. But Jay, he never taught me this. So I started doing research on how is he making this happen? Because he wouldn't tell us what he was doing. He was just making it happen. So I wound up finding a company called the Business Finance Suite that provides business credit services and lending services all in the same place, which you can't really find any place, all right? Building your business credit and having access to the lenders all in one place, all right? So what we will cover today, how you can get business credit within 7 days or less that's linked to your EIN, not your social security number, even if you're a startup or have had bad personal credit now. Then immediately start using it to get credit you want and need, even from major sources like Target, Walmart, Staples, Lowe's, Visa, MasterCard, and more. And how to access loans even as a startup, even if you have credit challenges or lack collateral. Okay? Most people try to get money from their bank when they need money. Most don't know that EIN credit can be built regardless of personal credit quality. Let me give you a quick synopsis, right? Let's say on this hand you got your social security number, right? With that hand right there. And with your social security number, you can create a credit profile, and you start building up your personal credit, your FICO score, correct? On the other hand, you have your EIN number. With your EIN number, you can create a credit profile, and you can build up that credit profile for your business. And that is separate from your personal. These are 2 separate things, and they do not intertwine unless you let it intertwine. And when you give them your social, that's when you let them intertwine. Okay? So I'm gonna show you how to do that. Okay. Many apply for credit in the wrong order. Let me tell you, building business credit is a step-by-step process, and you cannot skip a step. All right? There's no skipping steps. All right? Many entrepreneurs don't know that money is available based on business strengths. Okay, this seminar is for you if you're looking for money to start or grow a business, or you want to build credit that's not linked to your social security number. Okay, what is business credit? Business credit is credit that is obtained in a business name. With business credit, the business builds its own credit profile and score for its EIN number. This credit is in the business name and based on the business's ability to pay, not the business owner's ability to pay. Okay? Trump is a good example of this. He has all these companies and casinos and schools and different companies that go belly up, and they only come for the assets of the business. His personal pockets stay the same. And that's how corporations are set up like that. Okay. This is credit in the business name and based on the business's ability to pay, not the business owners. The business could qualify for revolving store credit like Staples, Lowe's, Sam's Club, Costco, and a whole bunch more. Okay, business credit has no effect on your personal credit. There's no personal guarantee in most instances required. Business credit building is fast. It's much faster than building your personal credit. Anyone can see your business credit profiles and they don't need your permission. Compared to your personal credit, nobody can see it unless they give you permission to look at your personal credit. And when they deny you, they have to tell you why they denied you. But with business credit, they don't have to ask your permission to look at your business credit reports, and they don't have to tell you why they denied you, okay? With business credit, there's greater borrowing ability, and there is no collateral, cash flow, or good credit is needed to build business credit, okay? With business credit, you can access loans and credit lines, okay? That's the key piece. Every successful business in America has business credit. This is just how business is done with business credit. Okay, so what you can see here is what anybody can see for free. There's a place on the Experian website that you can put your name, your business name, or anybody's business name and address in, and you can come up with this information. This is Facebook. They're in Menlo Park, California. And the part that I want to bring to your attention is the number of trade lines. You see that? They have 40 trade lines. And what a trade line is this, just so that we're both on the same eye frequency, that we understand what a trade line is, because the trade lines is the basis for building up your business credit. So I want to make sure you understand what it is, just like I understand what it is. So a trade line is this. This is when you go to a creditor, a company that's going to give you credit, right? Now you got credit. Then you go buy something on credit. You don't pay for it. You got the item, and now it's time to pay for the item. So when you pay for the item, this is what happens. That company that they gave you credit, they send a report to the business credit reporting agencies. This report says XYZ company has this amount of credit with us. They made a purchase and they paid it in this amount of days. Okay? Then the business credit reporting agency, they take that report and they put it on your business credit report. And that is one trade line. Okay? That is one trade line. Does anybody have any questions on what a trade line is? You can type it in the chat box, or you can open up your mic, because I want to make sure you understand what a trade line is. Now, one other thing I want to say about the trade lines is that at that one vendor, you can make more purchases and transactions, but they call those experiences, okay? Which is different than a trade line. So that one vendor is one trade line. And here in this example, it's Facebook, and they have 40 trade lines. So everybody understands what a trade line is, right? Okay. And it's okay for you to say, yeah, I know, what's up? I know, I'm in, I understand. Because I like kind of like interaction sometimes. That's like a good thing, right? Okay. So this is Microsoft. Microsoft has 131 trade lines. And Walmart Walmart. This is how Walmart does business, right? They'll go to Bounty. Okay, hold on, back up. Walmart, 80% of all the revenue that Walmart takes in comes from business credit. Okay, 80% of all the money that they take in comes from business credit. They go to Bounty. They say, Bounty, let me get a truckload of toilet paper. The owner of Walmart does not go in his pocket. He don't even call the accounting department and say, write this check for me. The truck shows up at the store. They put the toilet paper on the shelf. We go in there with our money and pay for the toilet paper. Walmart takes our money and says, hey, Bounty, pay that bill. Bounty says, hey, you did that good. Here's 5 truckloads. Do your thing. And that's how business is done. Walmart does that 513 times over at the big corporate level and at the small company level. The corner store, when the bread comes in, they're not writing a check, they're not going in the register. They're counting how many units came in, how many units went out. This is how business is done. How we can help. The Business Finance Suite. We show you how to make your business credible in the eyes of the lender. Our high-tech software helps you build your business credit to access high-limit store credit, business loans, and credit lines. We work with all legitimate types of funding programs that are available today, offering funding through hundreds of investors and lenders through a multitude of different funding programs. Okay? Let's get down to business. We're going to start building business credit now, okay? How do you build business credit? All right? And keep in mind these buttons down here where you can schedule a free consultation, get a free guide on how to build business credit, and you can find out if you qualify for funding now by going to Get Funded. Fundability. This is the first step. And remember what I said. Building business credit is a step-by-step process. You cannot skip a step. Each step is needed for the next step. The first step is fundability. As a business owner, you may begin to hear the word fundability a lot. It may come from lenders, various media platforms, or your own current creditors. What is fundability? The ability of your business to get funding. When lenders consider funding your business, does it appear to them to be a good idea to make the loan? What do they look for to make that determination? See, that's all encompasses your fundability. How does your business become fundable? When a lender considers lending to a business, do they feel that you are a high risk? Do you appear to be a business that can pay your bill back? Because that's all they want. They want to know that you can pay the bill. That's all they want to know. And they're gonna determine that from the profile of your business provided to them on that application. So you might not be able to pay their bill, but you need to look like you can pay your bill. You see what I'm saying? You gotta look like you can pay your bill, all right? They just in it for the money. How does the business get fundability? How does the business become fundable? To start, you have to make sure your business is set up properly, okay? Set up properly. A great business credit score is important. In addition, there are many other aspects that are necessary for fundability as well, okay? A potential creditor needs to see that your business is legitimate and profitable. Many loan applications are denied approval due to fraud concerns, okay? So if something just doesn't match up, information has to match up. And that's real important to this, okay? If information does not match up, then they give you a red flag. It might be the address or your phone numbers don't match up, or your phone number is not listed, okay? If you understand what fundability is and how to get it, you can shut down as such red flags before they become a problem, okay? But it's fundability, the foundation of fundability. The foundation of fundability is how your business is set up. It has to be set up to appear to be fundable, to be a fundable entity separate from you, the owner. Okay? These are all the things that you need. You need a business name. You need a business address. You get the business name from the Secretary of State. In Georgia, it costs $100. Okay? You know what's not on there? Entity. When you get that name, you need an entity. You need to select an entity. And the entity that you want is an LLC or a corporation. If you select a proprietorship or a partnership, then your business is you are personally liable for whatever happens with the business. If you select a corporation or an LLC, then they can only come for the assets of the business. You are protected in certain ways, okay? That's the name. The address. The address is important. There's 3 options for the address. The first option for the address. Hold on, let me see something. Okay. All right, the first option for the address. Okay, the first option for the address is a brick and mortar, right? A brick and mortar, a storefront. You need a place that you can accept packages. Okay. Business phone. You need a business phone. You need a local telephone number dedicated for your business, and it needs to be listed with 411 national directory. Okay. You need an EIN number. You need a DUNS number, and the DUNS number is free. You need a website to build business credit. Okay. You will get denied if you don't have a website. You need a business email. You cannot use a Yahoo or one of the free emails, okay? Contact information. The first step in setting up the foundation of fundability is to ensure your business has its own business phone number. All right, it needs to be that local number, just like I said. A fax number, a toll-free number. The fax number and the toll-free number are not necessary, but it gives them the impression that you are a legitimate business, okay? And that's all we want to do. You want to give them the impression that you are. So having that helps. Having your business address correct is crucial, okay? Freedom voice. Let me go back over this address. Right? There's 3 options for the address. The first option is the brick and mortar. The second option is a virtual address that you can get from a virtual office company. They're every place, right? So at these virtual office companies, you can get a virtual address for as low as $50 per month, okay? For as low as $50 a month, okay? They have other services also, like they'll rent you an office, or and you can have access to their break room and their meeting rooms and their receptionists, and your business looks all professional. But you only really need this virtual address that as low as $50 a month. Okay. The third and the last option is the home address. There are no other options. Okay. The reason why the home address is the last resort is because creditors and lenders do not perceive home-based businesses as being credible. But nowadays they are thinking that some home-based businesses are credible. So they take it by a per case basis. For instance, if you're a hairstylist, well, they might be able to confirm that, hey, you might be able to pay a bill doing hair from your house. But if you're a big trucking company, well, maybe you can't have all those trucks at the house. Okay. And another thing to know about the address is on your Dun & Bradstreet credit report is a picture of your Google Maps address. So they know where you are. Okay. You cannot use a P.O. box. You cannot use a UPS address for your business address. The reason why is because on this application, when you put the address field in, what they are actually doing is pulling up a database of all P.O. box numbers and all UPS box addresses. And if yours matches up, they deny you and they don't have to tell you why. Okay? So that's why it's very important. Okay, so for the local telephone number, this is my go-to. Freedom Voice, Ring Central Vonage. Okay? Freedom Voice is my go-to because Freedom Voice will give you a local telephone number for $9.99 per month, and they will list it for $3 per month. Okay? They also give you an 800 number and a fax number for under $20 a month. Freedom Voice, that's the go-to. You can go to businesscreditbuilder.us/vendors and get more information on that. For the address, if you decide that you need to use the virtual address, this is my go-to for the virtual address, $50 a month. Da Vinci, you go to that website, businesscreditbuilder.us/vendors, and there are specific instructions on how to order the correct product to build business credit. Okay? Hope y'all got that. I'm gonna stop for questions in a few, all right? So if you have questions, keep writing them down, make notes of the questions that you have, all right? I'm gonna have a time where we're gonna open up the mic, you can type your questions in, all right? EIN number. EIN number, I'm not even gonna spend that much time on the EIN number, right? Because most of y'all know what an EIN number, right? Is there anybody here that does not know what an EIN number is? I'm gonna tell you what you actually need to know about the EIN number. In order to build business credit, you need an EIN number. Also, your EIN number is free. So don't pay for an EIN number. And that's what you need to know. You go to irs.gov, takes you 15 minutes, you get your EIN number right there on the spot. Okay? EIN number, that's what you need to know. I'm not gonna spend that much time on them. Let's keep moving. Okay, incorporate. This is one of the most important steps in fundability thus far. Incorporating your business as an LLC, S Corp, or corporation is necessary to fundability. It lends credence to your business as one that is legitimate. Okay? It also offers some protection from liability. Entity. I had mentioned this before, that when you register your name, you make sure you select the limited liability corporation or the corporation in order to separate your personal liability from your business liability. Okay? Cool. Okay, bank account. You need your business bank account. You need a separate, dedicated business bank account. Doing this will keep track of your business finances so you can keep them separate from your personal finances for tax purposes. But most importantly, most vendors and lenders require a business to have a business bank account in order to get approved. Okay, so the idea is to make sure you get that trade line. One of the requirements is that you need a business bank account in order to get this trade line. So make sure you got a business bank account. Licenses. Basically with licenses, most people know if you need a license or not to operate, right? So that's the first thing. If you need to have a license to operate, make sure you got one. But the most common mistake is this. People got their license, but they got an old address on their license. And that will get you denied. And they don't have to tell you why. Okay? So that address got to line up. When you fill out these applications for new credit, all these addresses and telephone numbers, the name, all of that stuff has to line up everywhere. It has to line up at the Secretary of State, the IRS, your bank account, the Dun & Bradstreet, everything, all right? Do the research you need to do to ensure that you have all of these licenses necessary to legitimately run your business at the federal, state, and local levels. All right, make sure you get down like that. All right, business, webmail, and email. Website and email. Lenders and creditors will deny you if you don't have a website. Okay? Spend time and money necessary to ensure your business, your website is professionally designed and works well. Your business needs a dedicated business email address. Make sure it has the same URL as your website. Don't use a free service such as Yahoo or Gmail. So don't use that email that you got, Big Booty Judy at Yahoo. All right, don't use that. All right. They want to see you use your business email. So it's going to be your name at yourbusinessname.com, right? So my client, right, Jay, every time I did a website, I knew he was going to have emails because this is how he communicates with the banks, okay? Website. So this is how I even got into business credit, is doing these websites, right? I told you that. So my websites, they come all inclusive with everything that you need. So you as the business owner, you can just sit back and do what you do as a business. I do your website, right? So this is what you get with the websites. You get domain registration, 12 months web hosting, website design, monthly updates, unlimited emails, expert customer support, internet consultation, all right? So you can call me at that number there. My company is MediaNetUSA.us. That's the website, all right? And talk about getting your website together, all right? You can also schedule a consultation to us to have a meeting to get your website up, right? Okay. What is fundability? Business credit reports. You need to understand the importance of your business credit reports and how to read them. Your business credit reports is the tracking. It tracks your trade lines, okay? I told you what the trade lines were, right? Your business credit report is used to track your trade lines. So when you make those payments and they send those reports over and they place the trade lines on your credit reports, you need to have access to your credit report so you can see it. These are the most important business credit reporting agencies. Dun & Bradstreet is the biggest and the largest by far. Experian, Equifax, and there's the FICO SBSS. That's mostly like if you're applying for SBA loan, right? So the ones you want to really concentrate in on, Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax. Those are the ones. Each one of these costs about $100 per month to access your business credit reports. And you need your business credit reports, okay? Because when you make these payments to these vendors and they report, you want to make sure they're reporting accurately and timely, okay? And you need the report so you'll know when to go to the next steps. I'm gonna show you the steps, okay? So you need to be able to read those reports. You can go to this website. It's on my website at businesscreditbuilder.us/reports, and you can find out if your business has a report on them already, or any business for that matter. You go to this website. You'll see these icons on there, which will guide you straight to a place on the respective websites where you can put your name and address in for whatever business. And if there's a report for you already, your name and address will come up, and they will tell you if you have trade lines or not. And that's what anybody can get for free, okay? Okay. In addition to the business credit reporting agencies that directly calculate and issue credit reports, there are other data agencies that affect those reports indirectly, okay? So the activities that you do with your trade lines affects your business credit reports directly. These companies affect your business credit report indirectly, okay? There's LexisNexis and there's the Small Business Finance Exchange. These two agencies gather data from a variety of sources, including public records. This means they can even access info relating to automobile accidents, liens, and more. While you may not be able to access or change the data the agencies have on your business, you can ensure that any new information they receive is positive. Enough positive information can help counteract any negative information from the past. So adjusting business credit is easier than personal credit, okay? It's easier to fix business credit. In addition to the EIN, there are identifying numbers that go along with your business credit reports. When considering what is fundability, you need to be aware that these numbers exist. Some of them are simply assigned by the agency, like the Experian BIN number, okay? So sometimes vendors ask you for these numbers and you want to know what they are. You don't want to be hesitating when they're asking you, right? Oh, I don't know what that number is. You need to know that, okay? DUNS number is the largest and the most commonly used business credit reporting agency, Dun & Bradstreet, okay? Every credit file in their database has a DUNS number. To get a DUNS number, you have to apply for one. See, Experian, their number is generated. But for Dun & Bradstreet, you have to apply for that number. Okay, your credit history has everything to do with everything related to your credit score, which is a huge factor in the fundability of your business. Your credit history consists of a number of things, including how many accounts are reporting payments, how long you have had each account, what type of accounts they are, how much credit you are using on each account versus how much available. Are you making your payments on these accounts consistently and on time, okay? So all of this leads into the fundability of your business. Now, you can have bad credit and still be fundable, right? So, but when you have good personal credit and you have good business credit, you're more fundable. I hope that made sense there. You know, you're more fundable if you have personal credit. But you can get funding if you only have business credit. and you got total control over your business credit. Okay. The more accounts that you have reporting on-time payments, the stronger your credit score will be. Align your business credit information correctly. This is a problem because a ton of loan applications are turned down each year due to fraud concerns, simply because things do not match up. Exact business legal name, your business address, the business telephone, the address listed at the IRS for your EIN, insurance, licenses, website, your bank account. The key to this piece of business, the key to this piece of business, of the business fundability, is to monitor your credit reports frequently. When it comes to business credit reports, you can monitor through the reporting agencies directly. Or when you can save money when you come into my core package. My core package enables you to get access to your business credit reports for $25 per month for all 3 of them. But if you do it on your own, you'll pay about $100 each month for each credit reporting agency. Okay, so we save you some money like that. All right. All right. Both your personal and business tax returns need to be in order. Business financials, your personal tax returns, all right? This increases your fundability. Okay? There are several other agencies that hold information related to your personal finances that you need to know about. Everyone knows about the FICO. Your personal FICO score needs to be as strong as possible. It really can affect business fundability, and almost all traditional lenders will look at personal credit and in addition to business credit. Check systems, you know about check systems. And all of this stuff, like if you've been convicted of a crime, it affects these bureaus, all right? Directly and indirectly. Bankruptcy, if you had a short sale, UCC filings, liens, okay? All of this can and will play into the fundability of your business, right? All right. Personal credit history, you know about Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, all that stuff. I'm not gonna spend time on that. You know about that. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop right here. But this is the list of all the things that make up your fundability. And y'all can start giving me questions. On the left-hand side, you see the credibility. At the bottom, it says business license, email, website, all that stuff up to your business address, your business name, and the industry that you're in. All of that affects your fundability. And all the stuff on the right-hand side, starting at the bottom, your business credit reports, your financial statements, the application process, all of that, okay? So does anybody have any questions thus far? I know I covered a bunch of information, and this is the most important piece right here. This fundability is the most important piece of building business credit. Any questions? I see something in the chat box here. Let's see what we got here. What about assistance with setting up financials? Most definitely. I'm an accountant. That's what I do. All right. That's how I got into this with my client Jay. I would set up his websites, and I'd set him up some financial statements, and he'd go get those loans. And I'm gonna tell you more about those loans too. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else a question? Hello, Nia. See you saying hello. And boom, boom, bam. Any more questions?
This is Erica. I have a question.
Go ahead, E.
I have a business profile somewhat created, and I use Nav. I didn't hear you mention it, so I don't know if that's reputable. But my business credit rating with Experian and Dun and Bradstreet, that's a B, but then Experian is an F, and I don't know why.
Well,
Uh,
um, Oh, you're looking at your NAV reports. Yeah, your NAV report.
Yeah.
Your NAV reports are good. They pull the information from those reporting agencies to compile your thing, right?
Hmm.
But I think on the NAV report that you're looking at, they're giving you an ABC grade. See,
Right.
business credit scores go from 0 to 100, where 70 is lendable and 80 is where you want to be at.
Okay.
So, a B is about an 80, you know what I mean? So
Okay.
if the NAV reports are giving you a B, then you're good, right?
Well, there's two B's, but one F, but I don't really see why. And I
Okay.
didn't hear you mention anything about NAV, but I guess it's I'm just starting to build, so I don't know if there's
Mhm.
like a way that I can combat
Well,
that F.
I'm not looking at it, but there are different factors that can those ratings do fluctuate based on your balances and how you pay. So like let me give you an example. Just recently, I got a customer that he was running his Experian number was at 94, right, and then all of a sudden
Hmm.
went down to a 69. So I'm like, wow, that caused me a flag, right? So after I did my research, I found out that that's normal. That at the time that that they reported, he owed some balances. So the number goes down and it fluctuates, right? But when creditors look at your business credit report, they look at the number, but they're also looking at the number of trade lines you have. How many late payments did you have? You see,
Okay. Okay.
so, and that 69, that's still a good number. You're still lendable at around 70. So that's still a good number. So if they see this 70 and they see that, shoot, I don't owe on any of my accounts and all my accounts I paid on time, that's what they want to know. Okay.
Okay.
Did I answer that question?
Yeah, I just wanted to because I didn't hear you mention NAV, and I kind of wanted to know if it was reputable, and then
Yeah,
make
yes.
sure why it's a discrepancy. But yeah, you did, and then you said you'll get to how we can apply for loans and stuff. So I just wait around.
Yep, 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 yep. So
Thank you.
with my company, that's the company we use to pull the reports, NAV. Nah. So we have an agreement with them. So because we have volume, so we're able to offer that price at $25 a month for the full reports. See, the reports that you're getting for free, they're just giving you the ABC scores, but our score
Yeah.
is the 0 to 100, and it gives you the trade lines and all that detail. All right. All right. We're
So
gonna move.
you'll tell us more about the core package.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about
Okay.
the core package at the end. All right.
Okay.
All right, let me continue on because we still got to build this business credit. I just got to you see how important this piece is. I still need to go through the steps. This is just the fundability, but this is the basis. The fundability is the basis. You can't do these steps I'm going to tell you without having this fundability correct. Okay. Okay, so let's get popping. And now my clicker don't want to work. What's up with that? It always happens. What's up with my clicker?